And welcome to Teach Press International. My name is Ruth Kerubo. We want to look at significance of the karst scenery, where we know the karst scenery refers to the unique features formed in limestone areas, and the main process involved when water acts in such limestone areas is carbonation and solution. So, like, you can get to see some of the features as seen. We have an epicast, we have a sinkhole, we have sinking streams, which will now appear as disappearing streams. Then we have a vertical shaft, we have Vadose zone, we have a phreatic zone, we have caves which are underground, we have part spring, we have surface stream. So one thing you need to know is that the karst scenery has unique features which are awesome. Then it's characterized by absence of surface drainage because of the sinkholes that get to drain underground. You have presence of rugged terrain because of carbonation happening. So the soft rocks get acted upon and that gets to form the grades, while the resistant rocks will form what we call cleans. Yeah. Then we have presence of aquifers. Yeah. Then we have presence of swallow holes formed as a result of that carbonation happening. And carbonation is basically when water comes into contact with carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to form weak carbonic acid, which gets to act on calcium carbonate to form calcium hydrogen carbonate, which is a white precipitate. Then karst itself is a name that comes from a Yugoslavian word, Carso Plateau, where scientists first documented these features. So it's meant to describe the landscape pockmarked sinkholes, and it's underlain by caves, has many large spring holes, etc. So one of the significance of karst scenery negative is there's water scarcity due to intermittent streams. Remember, we have presence of sinkholes that get to some of the rivers get to flow into them when they reach there. So we shall have dry valleys at the end. Like you come to Mombasa, we only have springs like the Mzima Springs which get to supply water. Otherwise, the rest of the area is dry. We have another negative significance, which is it discourages settlement due to the rugged terrain. So the presence of grikes and cleans, and we have the stalactites, gets to discourage settlement. And remember, this land can sink after some time, so it will not be convenient to draw. They also get to destroy our infrastructure, making it expensive to maintain. Yeah. For example, like you can see here, this will hamper transport and it will become expensive, yeah, to even maintain such roads. It can also lead to accidents in case there were people on that road. That's not appealing. Another disadvantage is that it can lead to flooding of the area. Yeah. Another disadvantage, you can see groundwater contamination. If, for example, if you have people interfering with the sinkholes which allow water to flow through, there will be contamination. Like you can see, this water is purple in color when we know pure water should be colorless, it should be odorless, yeah, it should contain no minerals at all. So you can see it's really contaminated, and that is harmful to human beings as well as for consumption by any organism. Then sinkholes can collapse, leading to deaths. Like you can see this well, the karst scenery here. So water can get to fill here, and people, if they were not aware, it could lead to even accidents. Sometimes the water could lead to waterborne diseases because it's in some cases it's stagnant, so it can lead to waterborne diseases like typhoid, cholera, etc. On a positive note, the Karst scenery is important because it creates tourist attraction sites for both adventure and exploration. For example, people who love the magnificent caves, um, they will want to come and explore and know more about them. Yeah, so that will get to earn the country or the involved economy in terms of earning foreign exchange and income, so the government revenue. Then, like there, it also gets to provide building materials such as limestone, which is used to make cement. So you can also use it to promote industrialization. For example, limestone is used in steel making to separate iron from impurities. We shall come to see this under industrialization in the Roha region. Then you can see this formation of lakes that provide permanent water sources, especially the polje, where we know a polje is an underground feature formed when dolinas coalesce to form uvalas, and the uvalas collapse and to form what we call a polje. So it's a big depression that will cover about 1 kilometer in diameter. So when it gets to fill with water, it gets to promote industrialization. So the cork is used to remove impurities from impurities. There's formation of lakes to provide permanent water sources. There's also grazing lands due to the thin soils and dry surface. And we have scientific grounds, e.g. evolutionary studies on fish found underground, like this one. So there can be scientific grounds. Also, when we want to find ecology, like what was our history like, yeah, you get to see. For example, they get to offer a unique ecosystem for plants and animals that don't exist elsewhere, e.g. mammoth, moss, wildflowers, birds, salamanders, fish. We have the salamander. So we also have a shrimp there. Acts as a groundwater resource. So you can see the underground water. It supports agriculture. The alkaline soil supports agricultural production. You can see, like here we have the coconut palms. It acts as a carbon sink, so for carbon sequestration. So, like these stalactites are carbon sinks. We can see they are absorbing carbon from the atmosphere and using for other reasons. Wapi? Yeah. They act as recreation sites, e.g. for snorkeling, cave climbers, we have divers, scuba diving. Also, you can get to do like zip lining above the Karst scenery. So it creates recreation sites. Which point have I forgotten? Help me in the comment sections. I want to know. Look at that. You can get to dive. It's beautiful. So yeah, that is all about the Karst scenery significance. I was your host, Ruth Kerubu. Until next time, bye. Please don't forget to share, subscribe, also like.